Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and you are watching round 4 of 6 of the Gold Squadron Classic. Today, I am co-host. I am tired. My co-host for today is
Johnny Randazzo. Hello.
That's right. That's Johnny. Put Adapticon on my back while Dion plays Johnny Randazzo. Thank you for that again, Johnny.
To be fair, I did have some help from the OCX guy. Well, quote unquote help.
Right.
From the from the OCX guys.
Oh, how much truth is this?
We did kind of a take over the show while you were distracted.
That's right. I super didn't get triggered when I looked back and was like, what is happening back there? It turned out everything was fine, guys. Nothing was burning down.
We're professionals.
That's right. So our giveaway for this round, we were donated by Pastimes Comics and Games, some first edition expansions for ships. The models are still good. The base is still good. Let's give away a ship.
Absolutely.
Right?
And if you bought the conversion kit, you'll be able to fly those ships in 2.0.
Well, that's right. So what we're going to do here, we've been given 2 TIE aggressors and a quad jumper. So what we'll do is if we can get, let's see, Johnny, last round we got what? We got like 8 subs, would you say, total last round?
In the round? Yeah, sure.
8. So maybe if we get 10? 10 subs this round.
10, we give away some ships?
We give away some ships.
That's the deal.
Okay, here we go. If we get 12, we'll give away ships and cards.
I like it.
All righty. Here we go. Let's make this happen. So let's go ahead and break down these lists. We got Todd Grubbs on the left, flying a Rebel squad. We got Wedge Antilles with proton torpedoes, R2 astromech, and that should be R3 astromech. Let me go ahead and fix that. R3 astromech and the servo motor S-foils. You got Sabine Wren, attack shuttle, another 3-dice attack ship with debris gambit, and then Luke Skywalker, the Jedi extraordinaire, with supernatural reflexes, proton torpedoes, R2 astromech, and servo motor S-foils. Johnny, what about Matthew Cary?
Matthew is doing a 2-ship list, which we do not see much of here today, but Matthew was bold enough to bring this 2-ship list and has had success with it so far in the early rounds. He is flying Boba Fett in the fire spray, of course. Boba Fett is loaded out with debris gambit, 000, proton bombs, shield upgrade, Marauder, and Han Solo. So a pretty versatile Boba Fett. I'm guessing he'll want to get some ships in the rear arc, because then you get the benefit of Marauder, and you have the opportunity to do proton bombs. And so getting Boba Fett with his backside facing the enemy, I think is the way to go. That is flown together with Cary in the Star Viper. Outmaneuver, which is amazing on Cary. Especially because Cary is also running advanced sensors and afterburners. Cary can practically move wherever she wants to. Advanced sensors, you can get that curvy barrel roll.
Oh, it's so good.
And you have the option to go either, kind of pivot yourself either direction on that barrel roll. Being able to choose to do that either before your maneuver or after your maneuver is huge. And then afterburners as well gives you another option for repositioning. So this Cary, is, if flown well, will be able to maneuver wherever she wants to be. And having that outmaneuver talent loaded on her is just, I'm sure that's where Matt has seen his success.
Absolutely. So, Todd with Luke Skywalker here having supernatural reflexes. The combo there is you can open and close those S-foils to avoid those damage on the boost. So it looks like we have range right away, so we're going to get going here.
Yeah, get some early combat going.
Okay, so looks like Luke's wings are currently closed. Eyeball crit.
I think this Rebel list is really interesting, too. I think you'll see a lot of this with Rebels, where you're running Luke and Wedge plus a third. Luke and Wedge are already very potent and very powerful. Figuring out the third co-pilot is kind of the option of choice here for Rebels. I was flying this the other day, a similar list of Luke and Wedge. I paired it with Biggs as kind of the trench run squad for Rebels. I like this choice of running it with Sabine because Sabine also has a lot of firepower. And obviously both of these X-Wings also have proton torpedoes, meaning that they're going to be able to hit very hard. And so we'll see what happens here. I think Dion reminded them to roll in the dice box. Here we see 3 hits. And gonna quickly spend that focus to evade them all. Or rather, perhaps spending force tokens to avoid that damage.
Alrighty, so no damage in the opening exchange at the extended range 3. I think we're going to see Luke probably open those wings here for Todd.
Lock S-foils in attack position.
That's right, it's time to get going. So just like official Top Gun did mention in the chat, we got 5 subs left to get our ship giveaway and 7 subs for some alt art cards as well. I like giving stuff away. Let's get those Twitch Prime subscriptions.
All right, so I like where Guri is set up here, kind of already in a kind of a flanking position. But you do have that X-Wing at the top of the screen that's coming around the side. Matt will have to watch out for that.
Thank you to Generous. And also, we have to thank Synchro Toe. Johnny, what is it?
Synchrotron Manager?
You're so good at reading. I learned reading by rote, right? So I'm just bad at pronouncing things. We got Jackal 1370 and Randolph. There was one more from before. 2 more. Norby 1300.
Subscribing for 5 months. Thank you.
5 months in a row. That's so awesome. And that's new and renewal subs as well. So let's talk about some of the options here. We know that this X-Wing right here, that's Luke. This is Wedge. And like you mentioned, I really like Todd's approach here. He's going to be able to kind of have this flanking approach on either Boba Fett or Guri. You know, one thing that we didn't do this round because we were getting stuff set up is, you know, who do we think is going to win? Who do we think is going to take the cake? Usually we give this to the listeners and the viewers, but since we're practically already engaged, I guess we'll put the team on our back here. I really like Todd's list, and I think he has the advantage just going straight in. If I just had to just call it right now, not call it, but kind of advantage Todd, 51-49 Todd.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take the opposite line. I think Matt has been flying this really well. I think that's how he's gotten into with such a good record. And I think I'm going to guess that his skill will show through here, the ability to fly these 2 ships.
That's right. He's going to come through and say, you doubt me?
I'm going to go with the scum list. I am mostly a scum player, so there is some bias shining through there.
Nothing wrong with that.
But that's my vote.
All right, so Sabine using her ability to get a sorry, can't do free. She is allowed to perform a booster barrel roll before she activates, and she's going all up in there. She's going for a block.
Yeah, it does look like possibly a blocking position. This could end up hurting if Boba Fett flies past her. We'll see. We'll see what moves Matthew dialed in.
Thank you for Mazrim for resubbing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now, one thing that we can't ignore is some of the tournament math that we see here. We know that Todd has a pretty aggressive bid. I think he has 7 points, right? Todd has a 7-point bid, and Matthew brought a 13-point bid. So whatever ship is left on the table, add 13 to that if there's only one left.
Yeah, I'm going through their list here to make sure we didn't miss any upgrades, but
I think Boba Fett just hit that rock.
Yeah, looks like a rolling dice.
He rolls a crit there. It's going to be taking a damage.
All right, so can I change my vote?
You may not, sir.
Yeah, on the written list, I see the point total breaking down exactly how we have it on the screen. So Matt bringing a very aggressive bid, you might say.
They get a fast walk 0.
Man, that is close to that rock. I'm sure he thought he was going to clear it.
I mean, it's the medium base. It's new. It's new. It's literally been out for a week, right? Like, people are going to make mistakes like that. All right, so Cary is able to avoid the block, and I think Matthew saw Sabine coming in fast, so maybe that was the idea, trying to skirt it rather than go straight. The 2-bank would have got him past that rock.
Yeah, I think that's right. We have a wedge here now. 2-bank getting into the face of Cary. Cary will get a free focus token, but we'll be facing down to the hard-hitting wedge.
Wedge is so good.
The wedge is going to lock on Boba Fett, setting up for a proton torpedo shot.
All right, here we go. There's the focus from her ability. We got a range. Nope, so Boba Fett doesn't get to shoot because it's on a rock. So wedge should be going first. We're waiting for Todd to make a target selection.
Is there a 000 trigger here they might be thinking over?
Yes, Boba Fett does have 000. So deciding whether to take one or the other, and it looks like it's choosing to take the stress.
Okay, so choosing to keep a Boba Fett with less defense.
Mm-hmm. See, I think the reason is because of the reroll, right? You get the reroll and the calculate. You're just increasing those odds, especially with 2 dice. That calculate has more value to a ship than maybe if it had 3.
Oh, yeah. I think
agility.
That makes sense.
I do want to mention official Top Gun. I love your little countdowns that you're doing for the subs. Keep that up. I like that. That's fun. I love the participation.
All right, I see a charge being flipped face down and 4 dice being rolled.
That's proton torpedoes.
Thank you for setting them in the camera.
All righty, so it looks like he's not planning on using the force here. Just going to spend that target lock. He has a choice here.
This is wedge shooting.
This is wedge. My bad.
So 2 hits and a crit.
Got an evade. Takes 2 onto Boba Fett.
Boba Fett only rolling 1 die because of Wedge's ability, which is active even for ordnance shots.
That's 1 charge gone there.
Looks like Luke, range 1. 3 blanks and only 1 hit. Spends for a reroll. 2 hits and a crit once again.
And that was also proton torpedoes. The defense.
1 evade. So Boba is taking Oh, range 1 reroll, sure.
Yep. It's going to be taking hit, crit, and that crit's going to stick. I'm sorry, going to be taking hit crit because
hit crit, they got the 1 evade. Yeah, so Boba is out of shields now.
Shields down.
Which is pretty big for not having really shot yet.
4 eyeballs, spending that focus.
Oh, man, that free focus that you get for being in range 1.
Money. Look at that. Look, damage.
Wow.
All that damage into Wedge right there.
Okay, so actually, like, almost an even exchange. Maybe not quite even, but, you know, not. It didn't go as badly for Matthew as I thought it might that turn.
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
I mean, that range 1 shot usually nets you, with a focus, usually nets you about 3 hits, right? So being able to get the 4th one and then having that bad defensive roll for Todd.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just what Cary does. Cary gets in your face when it works to her advantage and gets the modification. Or she has the option to dance around, you know, be real squirrely.
Yep.
And just take advantage of that.
Yeah. In 2nd edition, one thing I really notice is while we don't have all these kind of crazy card combos, your job is to it's kind of like risk aversion. It's like, all right, I have to take this risk. Here are my chances, and you go for it. Sometimes it's going to work, and if you play the odds, most of the time it will work.
Right.
But sometimes you're going to get bit. But you have to be careful not to take too many risks, because that's how you lose games, right?
I mean, I don't know. I think that makes it a more exciting game too, because you are taking a calculated risk, and when it works out, you feel great.
Yes.
Like when the odds work in your favor, and I'm not saying that the game is any more or less about luck than it was before,
right?
But I think you get those really exciting turns because you know that you're taking your chances, and you're figuring out when to take those chances.
So, you know, in this case, Matthew decided to take Cary and just say, you know what, I have some health. I don't think that Wedge is going to shoot me. I'm going to go range 1, get all up in there, and make sure I can shoot. So Sabine kind of in an awkward position. She's going to be take a couple turns to get turned around. Let's look at her dial.
So she's stressed.
Yeah, she only has 1 forward, 2 forward, and the 1 banks to de-stress.
Yeah, and she can't do her barrel roll before moving when she's stressed. She can't use her ability while she's stressed. So she'll have to, pretty much do a 1 bank and really kind of be out of the fight for a little while.
Mm-hmm. And I do want to thank everybody who's joining us on the stream. We're doing a little contest here, a little game. If we can get 2 more subscriptions, Twitch Prime or paid, we're going to do some giveaways. We're giving away a couple of ships and some cards. 2 more subs, I think it is, for a ship. And was it 5? 4? 4 more for a... oh, there's that proton bomb.
You see a proton bomb coming out. So Sabine in a dangerous position right now. Now we have Sabine activating, doing the 1 bank.
Yep, so she didn't get her her extra action. He's just dropping the focus. No barrel roll there.
That's interesting call, I think.
Because it does still have the barrel roll, correct? It does. So just choosing to take a shield damage here, essentially, by not doing that barrel roll. Maybe he doesn't think it would be out, but I think it would be. Because, the
barrel roll gets you 2.
Yep. So range 1 is 2.5 bases, right?
That's right.
So you end up adding, that plus your base over there. You're well away from range 1. So that might come back and bite him. Rashta, thank you for your sub.
9 months in a row. Thank you very much.
That's amazing. Thank you guys for taking the time, watching the streams.
All right, we have Luke turning around.
Talon roll, baby.
So trying to catch Boba, keep focused fired on Boba. I would imagine Wedge is going to angle in as well. This would be a good opportunity to advance sensors and then sloop with Cary.
Yeah.
So Boba Fett turns. They got that one turn now.
Yep, drops down an evade token there, guaranteeing mitigation of 1 damage at least.
And Cary turns in, so really putting the squeeze onto Luke here.
Now Luke's going to take some damage here. Boba Fett is going to have a reroll. It has some offensive modifications. And
Ooh.
Wedge is getting blocked.
Getting blocked, okay. So it's interesting here. You see, we'll have to decide after the fact if this was a good time to switch targets, because he put damage onto Wedge. And it's interesting now that he seems to be possibly switching to Luke, although Boba Fett certainly can still hurt Wedge.
Well, they're both the same initiative, right? This is what you do. You fire with Cary first at range 1. If she doesn't do any damage to Luke, you take Boba Fett and you go at Wedge.
Yeah. Okay.
So 000 trigger there is able to get that calculate token. Attacks, that was 3 dice, just 1 crit into Boba. Reroll. That crit's gonna stick. No, it's not. He's going to be spending that evade.
The evade. Good move.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
He should be stressed.
I was gonna say I'm not crazy. I don't think they still had the evade, but
I think is it red?
Could be.
Takes a council fire. But he has debris gambit. He has debris gambit. That's why. That's why he's got the evade.
Okay.
Council fire triggers, takes an extra damage.
Oh, it triggers when you activate? Is that?
When you take it.
Wow.
Oh, but it's not red when you're close to wax. It becomes white. We got it. We solved it. Range 1 here. So goes in the opposite order that I had suggested. Looks like this is Boba Fett first.
Damage sensor array.
Yep.
Superscript says, why did Boba only roll 1 green? It's because Wedge reduces your agility by 1.
These guys play lightning fast. Ooh, 3 hits and a crit. That's gonna hurt Luke. Luke is gone. Luke, I am your daddy. Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah, so real quick, fire here and wipes Luke out. And, yeah, I guess this proves to be that it was a good time to switch targets.
Yeah, there you go. It worked out.
It worked out.
So Matthew Cary just punishing Luke, getting him in that pincer. And you know what, though? Like, I know that we were possibly questioning him, the switching of the targets, but when you have both of your ace ships, Cary had outmaneuver active, right?
Yeah.
So you know what? You're here, I'm going to pound you.
Yeah.
And you take it.
And, good read on, knowing that Luke was going to be right there. Like I said, my thought was kind of go long with Cary, turn her around so she can kind of reposition, but no.
Yep.
Matthew just knew where Luke was likely to end up and capitalized.
Yeah, Matthew just really, really taking advantage also of the fact that, he was able to reduce the agility on with the outmaneuver shot. Cary did her job, right? She had a focus token. She was able to use her modifications. And somebody mentioned Sabine just out there doing nothing. She's like, you guys take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Sabine has not come into play certainly as much as I would guess Todd was hoping.
You know, in hindsight, I'm sure Todd is probably wishing that he would have not taken that stress from 000, but that's the strength of that card, right?
Yeah.
It gives you that choice, and then you might realize later, like, oh crap, I should have done X. I should have let him have the calculate. Big deal.
Yeah, I think the game designers did a really good job of putting those kinds of decisions into the game, where you really have to, you know, you really have tough choices to make. And I think that's what makes a good strategic game.
So we'll see, you know, Wedge sitting only at 2 hole. See if he can carry the team here. You know, Boba Fett, even though he's at 4 hole,
well, yeah,
pretty healthy.
Boba Fett is hurt and Wedge shoots first. I think that is going to really help Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, Todd lands a couple of good crits on Boba Fett.
Yeah, do we know what they, like, I did miss a couple of those. I don't have them marked. We know that there was a console fire that he rolled for. Johnny, would you mind running and going to just check the crits?
Absolutely.
Thank you, man. So players taking their time here. They got plenty of time. They know that the big turn just happened. 89 points scored by killing Luke Skywalker. Half of Wedge. Matthew ahead 121 to 51. I really would like to see Todd take advantage of Sabine's ability, start get her into the fight here, and try to avoid taking damage. The fact that Boba Fett has that rear arc is gonna be a tough thing to crack. All right, Johnny's coming back. We're going to get that update on those crits.
It's a little hard to see because things are covered up, but I think what we have right here is a loose stabilizer on Wedge.
Loose stabilizer on Wedge. And that's the one, loose stabilizer. Let's see if we can find it on our list here. Don't have that currently available. I don't have all those new crits in my mind yet. All right, so looks like Wedge is going to bump into Boba Fett.
Is this the one that's after you execute a non-straight maneuver, suffer 1 damage, and repair this card?
Yeah, loose stabilizer, yeah. So as soon as he does a straight, he takes a damage, right?
Yeah, then you could repair it by spending your action.
And 3 home. We made it. We're giving away some ships at the end of this round. Pew, 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 pew.
Thanks for the sub, everybody.
All right, so they're wondering here. We got a judge call as to where this ship is going to bump. Whether it stops, like it hits Cary, it goes all the way into Cary, or is it going to stop wedged in between that side ruler and Boba Fett? Just waiting for the resolution there.
Hats off to the judging and organizing crew here at the Gold Squadron Classic. They've done a great job keeping things running smoothly. Nope.
Nope, try again. Maybe I need the brackets. Nope. Come on. Oh wait, the slash goes first, that's why.
Yeah, I thought it looked kind of funny. So we have 4 damage on the board here. Canceled out by only 1 evade, and some damage cards, including a fuel leak crit.
Oh no. Fuel leaks are bad.
Fuel leaks are bad. Coming out on Cary. I'm marking Boba Fett here to check arc. So Cary took some serious hits there. We ought to update the health. Boba Fett, I think, is down to 2. And Cary is now no shields and also down to perhaps 2.
So Sabine was able to shoot at Boba Fett?
No, Boba Fett, because remember Boba Fett had that console fire crits and then led to another damage. So Boba Fett has 2 cards that we can't see off camera right now. Cary also has 2 cards. So limping along.
Whole breach. And that's the game.
Sabine's still...
Oh, no, sorry, Sabine. I forgot that Sabine's... I'm so sorry. Matthew, I'm so sorry, Todd. I didn't see. I just didn't see. I didn't see this ship right there.
Checking for arc. It looks like doesn't have it. So, oh, does have it. My mistake. 2 crit. Oh, wow. A hit and 2 crits. And those 2 crits go through on Boba Fett. Does that take out Boba Fett?
Stun pilot, weapons failure. Depends on.
Oh, this
that was on to Sabine.
This was the other way around.
All the way.
Boba Fett on Sabine. Gotcha.
So that's weapons. Your weapons are down. What was the other one?
It was, I don't know, it was bad. I don't know.
They're all bad.
So, Matt's list plays like hard and fast.
Yes.
Right? And doesn't have much HP to work with. But I think the mantra in X-Wing 2.0 is the best defense is a good offense. And Matt's list brings plenty of offense.
Stun pilot was the other one. Don't bump stuff. It's bad.
So Matt's list, I mean, looking at the the scoreboard here is hanging on by a thread, but That's all they need.
Yep.
Their high pilot skill, I mean, relatively, 5, is pretty good. And they just hit, ooh. They just hit hard.
So that was Sabine's ability to get the barrel roll. Debris Gambit. Oh, that's...
And that's it. So quick one here. We'll have a few minutes off. I will finish crunching the numbers on the list. We might have some results for you.
And I'm going to give away some stuff.
And we got some stuff to give away.
I like giving away stuff. Thank you for joining us. Let's give away some stuff. How about this? How about this? If by the time I finish giving away, we still official Top Gun, our official counter of subs, okay? I think, are we 2 people away from giving away cards as well? I believe that's what it is. Okay.
Committed to ships, possible giving away cards.
And I want to give away some cards too, okay? And stick around because during the last round, I'm going to give away something big. Something real big. So make sure you stick around. And any of our Twitch Prime subscribers are eligible for this. And patrons, don't worry. I'm going to take care of you guys too. You guys got even more swaggity swag coming your way. So we have the winner of the raffle. Will have a choice between, here are the 3 ships that got donated to us. I will pack them up and ship it to you. I know that the stuff on the inside isn't any good, but you still get a ship, and I'm going to tell you.
Plastic ships are still good.
That's right. Dude, this is what you want. My opinion. Quad jumper, you can aggressors too. You got 2 of those. 2 aggressors and a quad jumper. Let's give it away. Let's pull up our list of peeps. Pull up our list of peeps. Hex Bombs, thank you for that Twitch Prime. I love doing this. It's so fun. It's like, it almost has that like stock market feels. Like, come on, let's go get this. Come on. I'm pumped. All right, let's pull up the list. Twitch. There we go. Let's update this. Boom. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's pull up. We have the list. Are we ready?
Am I picking? Is that the thing?
Yep. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
And stop.
Okay, so we'll check the first person. If they're a sub and they get it, they're not. You missed out on it. Let's try. We'll go down a person. Got it. Overload 74. You have won yourself your choice of one of these ships. Go ahead, put it in the comments. Let us know what you want.
We gave them a shout out earlier for hitting that sub.
Look at that. You subbed today and you got it. Look at that. Come on. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So we'll wait for them to go ahead, give us in the chat. So your choices are one of these. One of these.
Congratulations, Overload 74.
Hofberger, thank you for those bits there. Execute order 66.
66 bits.
That's right. So we're 1 sub away from giving away some more cards. We'll give away, let's see, we can give away 4 more sets if we can get 1 more sub here.
Such a good deal.
Just do it. Congrats, Overload. You need to let us know in the chat which one do you want. Wouldn't that be funny if he doesn't even have the sound on? Like he just like sitting all by himself.
Or he like left the room to check on the baby or whatever.
He missed this big exciting moment. This is for you, Overload. This is for you. Whoa, okay, I gotta. Got it. Captain Milici, right? Boom. We did it. Let's give away some cards. Okay, we have already given away 4 sets there. Let's give away 4 more. So, what am I getting? You might be wondering, people. Okay, what you're going to be getting in the mail if you win the card set, you're going to be getting a Gold Squadron Classic Y-Wing by Paul LaRue. Awesome art there. You're going to be getting this absolutely hilarious Wampa card. Okay, Wampa's like, I'm going to take over here. You're going to be getting IG88 B and C cartoon art. Those are 2nd edition. And you're going to be getting a copy. An epic copy. A copy of our 2nd edition Loric card, just stabbing through gladiator style.
Yeah, that is a awesome alt art.
All right, did overload. So that was Eldrath who got us to that point. Somebody said here has crate stream sound on. Sad. Sad. Let's try to see if we can ping him here at overload. You won the raffle. I don't know why I'm talking the way I'm typing. Actually, I didn't even type that way. Whatever, it's fine. Let's give away some cards. Some cards while we wait for.
Let's do it.
He said quad jumper.
To who?
He did? Where are you? Over. Oh, there he goes. Wow, quad jumper, please. Okay, cool, sweet. He did. We just missed it. That chat just so fast. All right, let's write that down. Quad jumper, and that was for Overload 74.
That's right. The one and only.
The one and only. Not to be mistaken by Overload 75, who is just a bad person. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. Well, let's do this. Let's see. We did one chip, and then let's do the cards here.
Cards. Got it.
Where's my mouse? I need my mouse. All right. X and scroll. 3, 2, 1. Johnny, let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
Stop.
Let me know. All right. Up or down, Johnny?
Up.
All right, if this person's not a sub, oh, no. You missed out on, should I say the names of the people who missed out on winning the raffle because they weren't a sub? No. All right, they'll just be, mystery. Nope. We're going up again. We're going up again. Here's a clue. We can't go up anymore. Let's go down from that person. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, my Jesus. All right, Apricot Droop Fruit. You have won a set of Gold Squadron Classic promos. That's right. That's Apricot. You want to know some interesting information here, Johnny? I've never tasted apricot before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, how did it taste? What did it taste like?
It's kind of like a peach.
Kind of like a peach. I'm not a huge fan of peaches. Alrighty. So, not missing much. All right. Except for you, Apricot Droop Fruit. All righty. We got 3 more to go, Johnny.
All righty. And stop.
Let's see. Oh, missed it. Missed it. Missed it. Going through. Nope. Oh, here we go.
Got them already.
What? Oh, we did, didn't we? Did they get some?
Or no, did we just call them out for subbing?
No, we called them out for subbing today.
Synchrotron, you got it.
Synchrotron Measure.
He said the last 3 are just his initials. His or her.
Okay, there. So Synchrotron, you have won.
You got the cards.
Cards.
Congratulations.
Synchrotron. I'm sorry, I wrote this down. There's a T there. Tron MGR. Anybody who's won, make sure you send me a message on Facebook so we can get this sent out. I'll try to send you a PM later if I don't hear from you. All right, we got 2 more.
2 more card sets and
check it.
stop.
Boom. Okay, nope. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. It was this one. All right. I think we called them out today too, right?
Probably.
Let them know, Johnny. Let them know.
Fast Walker 0.
Bam.
Congratulations on your exclusive alt art cards.
There you go. Last one for this round.
Last one and stop.
And this is someone who resubbed today. It's Maze Rim.
Maze Rim, congratulations.
Awesome. Sawsome robots. Awesome. So we're continuing to give away stuff here. We're celebrating the Gold Squadron Classic. Stay tuned. We have 26:41 left in the round. Assume about, we've been trying to guess 10 minutes. Let's maybe call
That's
it.
a little ambitious.
Let's call it 15.
15.
After that.
So
maybe like 31 minutes from now.
Nope. 41.
Yep. So it's super, super fun. What if you avoid social media? You know what? Send me a PM through Twitch, and with your address and stuff like that, and we can do that.
You got a Gold Squadron email, don't you?
We do have a Gold Squadron. Johnny, this is why I bring you along. You're a smart guy. All right, so you can shoot us an email, goldsquadronpodcast@gmail.com.
If you avoid email, I don't know what to do with you. But I understand avoiding social media.
Don't judge. You know, what if somebody's life, they just decided to dedicate their life to Twitch? Like that's their only
only technology.
That's the only technology you're allowed to do. You
Twitch.
don't use your computer or phone for anything else. It's just Twitch. It's okay.
It could be.
You know what? No judgment here. None.
Could be.
Awesome, guys. This is super fun. I love giving stuff away. And again, stay tuned. Round 5, we're going to give away some stuff. We're going to up the ante a little bit. And then round 6, giving away some big
Stay tuned. We got plenty more X-Wing to play.
We'll be back.